Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about hospitals closing, Trump, and what's next. That didn't take long, right? When Trump's plan was being discussed and debated, people talked about how the Medicaid cuts would impact those not on Medicaid through hospital closures, particularly in rural areas, because the facilities are already financially strained. Those people were called alarmists, or some just didn't believe it would happen to them, or some people believed that Medicaid was only used by people in the, quote, inner city. As we've come to find out, a large number of people on Medicaid don't know they're on Medicaid because they're familiar with the state name of it. Trump's plan passed. The first medical center to openly cite the financial strains caused by Trump's policies has happened. Quote, "We are deeply grateful to the Curtis community for their unwavering support and trust over 30 years. This clinic has been a vital part of our mission to deliver quality health care close to home. Unfortunately, the current financial environment, driven by anticipated federal budget cuts to Medicaid, has made it impossible for us to continue operating all of our services, many of which have faced significant financial challenges for years." It's in Nebraska, not exactly the inner city. Heritage Health is what Medicaid is called there. Frontier County, Nebraska voted 85% in favor of Trump during the election. Meanwhile, other areas are sounding the alarm. It looks like Oklahoma is projecting an $8 billion loss, and it will primarily impact rural hospitals. President of Mercy OKC Communities, Bennett Geister, is expecting 500 jobs to be impacted, saying, quote, "Our goal is to obviously to do everything in our power to save jobs, because our caregivers are the pulse of our calling. When you look at the fact that over 50% of counties in our state right now are classified as maternity deserts, it's not the direction that anyone in our communities wants to go. Over 60% of Medicaid recipients are women and children." Adding, quote, "You're going to see fewer hospitals that deliver babies for all patients. That means longer drive times for pregnant women who need access to care." We're also seeing projections coming out of Louisiana saying 33 medical centers are at risk of suffering the same fate. In February of this year, Chartis, which is a healthcare advisory firm, found that 432 medical centers are vulnerable to closure in the U.S., and that 46% of rural hospitals are operating at a loss. Keep in mind, that was before the massive Medicaid cuts. As a quick explainer, Medicaid pays hospitals for services for those people on Medicaid. Without that income stream, many hospitals, particularly in rural areas, will not have the funds necessary to keep services going. We will be feeling the effects of the decision just made for years to come. The effects will be felt the most, generally speaking, in areas that heavily supported the very politicians who just voted to reduce their access to health care. This find out moment is going to be bad for the entire country. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.